Scam. Verb. Use deception to deprive someone of money or possessions. Everyone has been scammed once or twice in their life. Whether it's a product that seemed too good to be true, an investment course that's supposed to triple your bank account instantly, or cryptocurrency of a guy shitting himself on live. But what I think is worse than all of that is being scammed by this fucking guy. No. Not this guy. This guy. Hey, it was pretty good. Come on, that was a pretty good session. Hey, hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another banger. If you don't know who this guy is, his name is Pyrocynical, and he is just a fucking, goddamn. He is a former commentary YouTuber, now game and movie reviewer. He's pretty popular, almost at 5 million subs, and he is swarmed with controversy pretty much at all times. It's kind of impressive, to be fair. But we're not talking about this fucking degenerate. We're talking about the degenerate next to him, his girlfriend, Ida. Now, Ida, if you aren't aware, is an artist on Twitter. She is what is known as a fat fur artist, and if you are my parents or anyone who doesn't know what that is, please click away. I warn you now. Fat fur is a fetish where you enjoy fat people and furries. So, hey, I'm not here to judge. Hey, you know, this, do what you like. But recently, Ida has been in a lot of controversy because she's been scamming people. Now, that sounds a little harsh. What do you mean by scamming people? Scamming people is a term reserved for blowjob influencers, not, whatever the fuck that is. Well, Ida recently has been under fire for accepting commissions for art and not delivering at all. Now, before we get too into the weeds of it, let me give you some context and really set the scene so we're kind of on the same page. There are two major posts that are important to the scams. One of them is her commissions artist page. Very common for artists to have. It's really the lifeblood of most artists is commissions. So pretty much any artist that you find on Twitter will have one. And the second one is a special event that she did. Remember how I said that this doesn't really involve Pyro? I lied. Considering that Pyro and Ida are dating, they did a collab of sorts for Ida's art. The collab was a YCH project, aka your character here, and I'm trying so hard not to shame anyone for what they're into, but out of context, this fucking post is so funny. But essentially what the post was is that you could pay Ida $150 to $200 and she will animate whatever character you want or your OC on a train station with Pyro and her character. Now, while the commissions page is constantly open, this was a specific event that was limited time that people were rushing to pay money for. And obviously because Pyro's character was involved, people were rushing to buy it. And so it sold out almost instantly. So after the people made the commission and sent all the files that they needed, they waited a month, 2 months, 3 months, and almost a year later, they didn't hear back at all from Ida, which is absolutely insane. It's very common for artists when you commission them to kind of take a while. You can't expect high quality art, especially animations, to happen in a day, but a year plus is insane. And I even asked artists that I knew if this was normal, and they said for standard commissions, absolutely fucking not. But they did agree that with animation, it can take a while. But if someone is asking for a refund, you've got to fucking give it, especially when if you look at the DMs from the people who commissioned Ida, they were constantly checking up. And it was a similar pattern from every single person who commissioned her. At a certain point, she just stopped responding. Pretty much as soon as she got the money, it was radio silence. Now, what I think is also incredibly terrible, slightly funny, is that while she was late on all these commissions and not responding and not reaching out, at the same time, before and after the Your Character Here train post, she was taking commissions. She had a plethora of commissions that she was waiting to deliver before the post came out, and she was still taking commissions afterwards, and she retweeted her commissions page. Now, obviously, the people who got these commissions were not happy. I'm assuming you wouldn't be happy if your fat rodent wasn't in... I assume you wouldn't be happy either if the fat rat that you commissioned... I assume you wouldn't be happy either if the fat rat you commissioned Ida to draw wasn't in your DMs as we speak. So obviously, these people asked for a refund because it's insane to wait a year for art that you're just never gonna get. And this is where it gets really fucking bad, because not only did she never deliver these commissions, she never responded to the refund requests. She completely ignored them and pocketed the money. And this happened time after time after time again. And there's only one person who got a refund. And I'll talk about that in a bit later because it is important. So after commissioning, not getting any notice about the art that they did, and not hearing back at all about refunds, obviously these people make complaints on Pyrocynical's Reddit. Now, I don't know the exact number of people who have not gotten their commissions made, but as far as I'm aware, the estimate is around 10 to 20 people, maybe even more. And if each commission is $200, which it seems around on her commissions page, plus all the Your Character Here art, that is $2,000 to $4,000. So a pretty good bag, pretty close to the hot to a coin. But now that we're all kind of caught up on what happened, let's talk about the meat and potatoes. What happened after all this came to light? Well, considering that these posts were made multiple times in the Pyrocynical subreddit, Pyro obviously had to respond. He made multiple statements on his live streams and even a response in the form of a comment under one of the posts, saying multiple times that while he agrees that it's fucked up what she did, he is in a tough situation. It is potentially his fans that are involved, but also it's his girlfriend, so he doesn't really want to pick a side too much. He doesn't want to be too involved.
Obviously, you know, it's a bad situation. It is. Like, I'm not gonna, you know, it puts me in a difficult position because it's my girlfriend, but obviously I'm not gonna defend that. I'm not gonna say it's good. I mean, like,
and I can understand that. Like, it must be a really tough situation to be put in something that, like, you really just can't decide. Like, something that you are not a part of, but you feel responsible for. Like, there's tons of people, even in the responses to his post, that agree with him, that it's fucked up and unfair. Well, yes, that is true. He's not technically involved, except for a few things that I think are a bit strange. Now, I'm not trying to say that's Pyro's fault completely. It's not at all. It's 100% Ida's, and she will get her licks in a bit. But what I'm trying to say is, I don't think Pyro is as innocent as people want to make it out to be. Yes, he didn't scam people himself, and yes, it's not his fault that this is happening. But the way he's been responding to all of this is a little off. You remember when I said this? And there's only one person who got a refund. I'll talk about that in a bit later because it is important. I was referencing a Twitter post about how this person also got scammed by Ida. And this isn't just a random fan or someone that Pyro didn't know at all. Pyro's met this person before, maybe at a meet and greet, but still has met him, has personal communication with him, and that person owns a Discord server that Pyrocynical was in, Ida was in, and it was used specifically by Ida to promote her art. And this is the one person out of everyone who got scammed that was able to get a refund purely because they knew Pyro and they were on some good terms with him. And so when they asked Pyro for a refund, he said he would reach out and tell Ida to give it to him. And she did. She gave the refund. Except for a $200 your character here submission, they only got $170 back, which I know losing $30 is better than losing the full $200. But if you are scamming multiple people and the one person who gets a refund doesn't even get the full thing, then you're such a dick. And then after this, Pyro, Ida, and pretty much anyone that associates with Pyro, Ida, and this person stopped talking to them. It was cooked. They're cooked. And so what I personally find weird is that Ida, Pyrocynical's girlfriend, scams someone, and the person who got scammed loses friends and doesn't get the full refund. I don't think that's very fair. And this refund was asked for in May of 2024, and still to this day, on January 13th of 2025, they have still not gotten it. And the other thing that annoys me about his response is this other stream clip of him talking about people's reception to his first Reddit comment.
A lot of it is talking about my girlfriend basically scamming people because she took on a lot of commissions and she never finished them, or she might have started work on them, or, you know, whatever. And I've talked about this on stream before, but it keeps being brought up, which is fair, but they don't add anything else to it. And I made a post, I made a reply to one of the comments, and I got down-dooted into oblivion. I've already said what I needed to say on it, but I did speak to her a couple days ago about it as well, and she's actually saving the money up. She's apparently nearly saved the money up to pay everyone back. She's literally like working herself to the bone to make sure that she can pay everyone back. So she's not just like running away with the money or anything like that. Like there is no scam. But yeah, I tried to explain this on the subreddit and I just got absolutely down-dooted because just complete hive mind. I do love this subreddit. I think like you've definitely got some of the biggest fans in the world here. And I do respect you guys so much for that. I don't want to just attack this subreddit relentlessly. But I think at the same time, it definitely is a place to like karma farm and just like make up stuff or say stuff like without substance. Slop video about your girlfriend. The Pyrocynical Girlfriend situation is insane.
What I think is insane about this clip is that he doesn't understand that the reason why people keep on bringing it up is because nothing is happening. This has been an over a year-long issue and nothing's happening. And even when you do bring it up, nothing still happens. And I know it's not your money to give back. And I know it's not your responsibility, but still, nothing is happening. She has completely ghosted everyone on social media. She does not reply. She does not tweet. She hasn't posted at all. And no one knows that they're getting their money back. And this is a little bit of a spoiler for later in the video where I'll actually show more of the information. But I reached out to a lot of people who got scammed by Ida around the same time as this clip, I think a little bit after, and literally not a single one of them got a DM saying that they're getting their money back, that she's been working on it. It's still radio silent from her. And one of the other issues I find with this terrible response is that you're acting like she's the victim in this. Oh, dude, you know, that money that she took from all those people, she's just working herself to the bone to get it back. Ah, you guys are evil for asking for your money back. Like, what? Now, I decided to do the one thing that Ida couldn't, and I actually reached out to a lot of the people who got scammed and asked them a few questions and try to really understand the situation better. I mostly just asked them if they knew about any other people who have gotten scammed, if they've gotten their money back, and just any other information that they could give me. So every single one of them obviously said that they didn't get any of their money back, but I've been informed of two things. One of the people, Comfy, tried to refund their payment through PayPal, and the refund got canceled saying, quote, they received their services. Now, they assume that Ida fabricated evidence to keep the money. I'm not going to say if that's true or not, but it's definitely not a good look regardless. And the other thing is that Ida has apparently completely dipped from the internet. She's been sick, and now she's a nurse, and she's completely ignoring everything that's going on, and blah, 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 blah. But apparently she's still attending art conventions. I asked pretty much all of them if they had anything to say to Ida or Pyro or anyone involved or anyone watching this video. And the common denominator is that they just want their money back. You don't know how much $200 could really mean to someone, and especially when spent on something that they're never going to get again, it's important to them to get their shit back. They feel like it's unfair that they spent the money to get a product and they just will never see it and never see a single cent of their money back. And not being a creator or not having a platform and not feeling like they can speak out towards this and get any clarity on the matter at all is infuriating. And I completely agree. It's insane. It's extremely unprofessional and insane for anyone involved with her and with this whole situation to even have to deal with at all. So to be fair to Ida, I did also reach out to her, see if I can get some comments, and I got donut walled. So yikes. Now let me give you my final thoughts on the whole situation. I think obviously and objectively Ida is completely in the wrong, and I don't think any of the people involved should have had to deal with any of it. That's very obvious. And if that was all that I wanted to talk about at the end, this video would be over. Wow, we solved that real quick. Anyways, see you later, Low Gang. Bye bye.
Breakfast with a bitch named Tiffany.
Nah, I'm just kidding. I really don't understand a lot of the situation. Like, where did the money go? Why hasn't Ida reached out to any of the people who got scammed to tell them or inform them about what's going on? And why didn't she accept the PayPal refund? None of it really makes sense to me. There's theories and speculation that I can say about where the money went or what she's doing right now. There's some people assuming that she lost it all in gambling. There's some people who knew her that said that she had to go to the hospital for something and she's paying off medical bills. But I'm not going to make any brass assumptions or put my foot down on these theories and say that they're 100% true, because regardless, I don't think that's fair to Ida, and I don't think that's fair to anyone involved. But what I will say about Ida is that she is a completely reckless person. I don't know her in real life. I don't know her at all. But what I do know is the actions that she has made, not only with her brand and her career with the scamming people thing, but also with her boyfriend's brand and career. Not only dragging him down and making a portion of his fan base not only distrust him, but absolutely fucking hate him because she just won't give the money back or didn't do the work that she had to do. But also, do you remember the little situation Pyro had where it came out that he liked fat furry roleplay with potentially minors?
Well, to be honest, I'd pick you up, hug you while rubbing you against my huge, sweaty moobs, then kiss your cheeks, telling you how much I loved you, and then kiss you on the lips and let out a hard, long belch into your mouth.
Well, during that whole situation, Ida decided to reach out to the person who made the allegations, call them a piece of shit in DMs and threaten them and just completely fuck over a lot of it. I'm not trying to psychoanalyze this random Swedish woman. What I am saying is, from what you can tell from her past actions, it seems like she has a hard time giving a fuck. She has difficulty understanding the actions that she does and the consequences with them. When she DM'd Ivory, the person who made the allegations against Pyro, it completely fucked him over and made him and his girlfriend look insane.
Again, it's not proof. He's still innocent until proven guilty. But what I am saying is that now it's escalated to a degree where I think it would be very wise for Pyro to come out and just be fully transparent and just tell people, I did X, Y, and Z.
And I'm not going to give my opinion on that situation. It was completely fucked all around. But what I will say is, Ida, next time that your boyfriend has pedophilic allegations, don't do that. But what I think one of the worst things about this entire situation is that even if she gives the money back, which I hope she does, she needs to. The people who commissioned her deserve their money back. But even if she does, Pyro's reputation and his viewpoint from his fans is even more fucked because of her. And she can never ever come back and do art again. She is a talented artist and she's completely fucked herself from doing anything with that in the future, which is really, really disappointing because she is someone not only who's extremely talented, but also has a massive platform, but could have done a lot of good with it and could have actually given people what they wanted. Fuck. But But I think that's pretty much it from me. I don't think there's really much I can add that I really haven't yet. All we can really do now is just hope that Ida is able to give the money back. When I upload the video, I'm gonna @Ida and Pyro and try to get them to see this video just so they feel a little bit of pressure to rush through it, you know? Don't harass them, don't spam them, but if you want to drop an it might be good, just a little bit. But I appreciate you watching. If you want more videos like this where I talk about drama and talk about people doing a little bit of fucky things, there's a video up here, there, somewhere that I think you'll like. And if you want less serious videos, more fun, I have a bunch of videos like that. Personally, the one that I am really into right now is the one where I talk about Prime, Logan Paul Prime. But that's it for me today. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, send this video to someone you hate, send this video to someone that you love, and I think that's it for me today. So I'll see you later. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.
Breakfast with a bitch named Tiffany. Wrist game is stink cause it's ivory. Got your mommy with me now, irony. Trying to pipe my dentist, fake a cavity. What? I got my panties up and you withdrew. I got my panties up and you withdrew. I got my panties up and you withdrew. I got my panties up, so I'm the center of attention, and I'm in your girl's mention. Might just have to pipe it really.